Okay, so hey, how y'all doing? It's Indiana, and I'm back after what seems like years. Um, I've definitely been drinking, okay? Not like that, like that. I've been sipping wine here and there. Been working a lot, to be quite honest. And that's about it, regular, degular, schmegular stuff. Nothing too thrilling. Um, where are my manners? Today, we are sampling a rosé. It's an apothic rosé with dark secrets. It says 2020 vintage. And also, there's a little different decoration going on with the setup. I added these magnolia vines, kind of just for a pop of color, if you will. And then went thrift store shopping and I found this doily and this, little simple silver pan. It was real cheap, built cheap, what have you. No big deal. Anyways, so starting with the rosé tonight rather, I'm definitely in my pajamas. And as you can notice, I haven't really drank much of this because, to be quite honest, when I first tried it, I wasn't too fond of it at all. Also, forgive me if the angle is terrible, okay? I'm getting this done. I took some time setting up. However, I only did one test shot. Anyways, forgive me for the angle if it's not so good. Getting into this wine here, this rosé. And the color is like one of those, it's like a burnt burgundy. Or maybe this is the lighting. From what I remember, it's an odd color. Like what I think of the color is to describe it close to something. Like have you ever seen those, should I say like the flowers that are wilting, that color. Like the red roses that wilt, that color. That's what I mean by burnt burgundy. Now, for the smell actually was wasn't like off-putting. To be quite honest, the smell is very sweet. It's very enticing. Like bumblebees would be attracted to this. That's how sweet it smells. It's the fruits. It taste, or excuse me. As far as smell, it smells like almost every red fruit you can think of. Like I mean, apples, strawberries, cherries, raspberries, any type of red fruit, and a little bit of candy because of all that sweetness. Now, as far as taste, let me go ahead and give you the obligatory sip, if you will. Now, the taste, it's high in alcohol, that's for sure. Again, to put some type of comparison to it, it's more like a fortified wine. It's not, like a nice little still rosé that you can say, it's like, ooh, this is a rosé. So you can say, hey, I'm I like wine, even though I'm not a wine drinker type of rosé. This is Wild Irish Rose's bougie cousin, if you will. That's what I think about this wine. You may or may not find this in the gas station. I got it at Walmart, as I do with most of my wines. If it's not the grocery store where I ordered it from somewhere online, it's Walmart or Target, just some store. Again, I wasn't so fond of it. It didn't really turn on my taste buds enough for me to want to finish it, which is why most of the bottle is still there. I mean, maybe I've had 2 glasses out of this. And I say maybe 2 glasses because I was trying to force myself to like enjoy it, but couldn't. I just couldn't. You know, you're not necessarily going to like every single wine that you imbibe. If someone tells you that they do, they're an alcoholic. Of course, I'm not judging anyone. I since this wine was rather underwhelming, I really don't have too much to say about it. I would not suggest this rosé to anyone, probably not anyone who likes rosé or dabbles in rosé or only chooses rosé, only because I am not a shiesty chick, okay? I wouldn't do nobody like that. If I don't like it, I don't want to force it on you. So don't give this to anyone who just so happens to like rosé just because they like rosé. Maybe again, this is purely just my taste buds, but it's very much, you know, like it's almost like an over over aggrandized sherry or port type of wine. That's what I mean by like fortified wine, and it being the bougie cousin to Wild Irish Rose. It's just, you know, it's those wines that are high in sugar, high in alcohol content. That's about it. That's about everything about the body, you know, not necessarily any distinguishable taste to it. It's just the soil that this vine of grapes came from was like, F it. Or however it's spelled, what have you. Okay? Okay. So, since I'm done with that, I wanted to kind of have a little addendum here as far as like plans. As I stated earlier in the video, let me sip this right quick. That I added some decor, if you will. And, you know, that's kind of just to spice it up, spruce it up, get things more aesthetically pleasing, you know, as far as this being a visual channel. Yeah. Also, I want to start talking about things more. What do I mean by things? Well, my darlings, some of everything. Like any other human being, there's plenty of things on my mind, or at least there should be plenty of things on every other human being's mind, I think. And with things being on my mind, I like to talk about those things, you know? I like discourse with people, if you will. I like getting to know people through conversation. I like expressing myself through conversation. Of course, that means like beliefs and ideas and what have you. To be quite honest, I may or may not keep it cute, if you will. For the most part, it will be respectable based on what I think is respectable, of course. Excuse me. You see what I mean? Like fortified wine. Why did I just burp? Why? But the topics may or may not always be light, if I do say so myself. And it's simply to have, you know, I like mature adult, not just deep, but nuanced, you know, conversations that ebb and flow, if you will. And I want to bring that to my platform a lot more. That's included in the type of lifestyle that I live, which is honestly very simple. I enjoy conversation and discourse. So that's what y'all gonna get with this wine. I'm not going to drink any more of this, okay? Okay? I wouldn't torture you with it, so I'm not going to do that to myself. However, I mean, if you're adventurous or, you know, you want to play a little jokey joke on someone, give this a try. Hey, you never know. Maybe that person actually likes this. Maybe they're the type that likes Wild Irish Rose, sherries and ports and all that. So, indulge if you would like to. Leave a comment about some of everything tonight, okay? Because I'm going to go ahead and get into this next bottle. And I will see y'all next time. Share if you care. Even if you don't care, if you want to talk to people about wine or you want to say, hey, have you ever tried this? Let me put you on. You may or may not like it because she didn't. But it's something. Also, like, dislike, I don't know. There's a lot going on in the YouTube creator community. So, you can do as you please. We may or may not see it. And until next time, follow me on my social medias at Indiana Giordani, INDIANAGIORDANI. And until next time, au revoir, adios, ciao.